All right, thanks, Emily. Well, you know, the space shuttle program came to an end yesterday, but earlier this week, 30 lucky tweeters were the winners in a contest to go to Houston and tour the NASA operations, including 2 from right here in Western New York.
They came from as far away as Hawaii and the Netherlands, 30 space buffs brought together by social media.
And I tweeted it already.
NASA's Tweet Up was about access, a chance for NASA fans to touch and feel space history and share their passion.
Just to come here to see the facilities and to really make the most of the last shuttle mission. It's just really something special.
To give the Tweet Ups that experience of an ascent, we do actually strap them into this cockpit.
Kevin Lucas and the others did something few in the public have ever got a chance to. Sit in the same simulator used to train astronauts, as close to space most of us will ever get.
There's magic all around. Not only do you have astronauts who trained here for so many years, but you also have the personnel behind the scenes.
The final undocking.
As NASA wraps up the space shuttle program, this, in many ways, was about reflection. Alyssa and William Bannis traveled all the way from Western New York.
It's very uncertain right now, and it's a little bit tough to take as an American. The more money that we invest in research and development in our country, the further ahead we're going to be in a lot of areas.
This group of 30 brought a cross-section of strangers together, looking back at the past, using social media to look toward the future, toward history.
All right, now we're joined by Alyssa and William Bannis. You guys were down there. You won the tweet thing. That was amazing, right? I mean, what was it like going down to Houston? You had to get that together really fast.
We were told just a week before we had to be down there, and we had been talking about how nice we'd wish we could have gone to Johnson Space Center, because we've been to 3 launches at Kennedy Space Center up close, and we've got the mission pins.
Right, you guys were right on top of those launches.
Yeah,
you were just telling me before.
Yes.
How many feet away are you on?
3 miles.
3 miles, but that's pretty close.
The only
As close as you can get.
The only people closer are the astronauts on the shuttle. It was great to go down there and
to see Johnson Space Center.
To see Johnson Space Center in Houston and be able to fly the sim, which is now being taken apart today because they don't need it anymore.
That's right. That's the actual one that the astronauts train in. It must have been cool sitting in that. And you guys, you met some interesting people, to say the least, when you were down there.
Yeah, well, one of the guys we met was Scott Kelly. This is the brother of Mark Kelly, who's married to Gabby Giffords. It's been in the news lately.
Can you actually hold it up one more time? We're going to get it. We're going to push in on that, because you got his autograph as well.
Yeah, we got his autograph, and he led a couple of the tours that we did down there.
Wow.
And I actually got to go out with him afterwards as well.
Now, Bill, you work for Moog, and if anyone's familiar with Moog, you do a lot of work with the space program for them.
We build a lot of the stuff that's on a lot of these launch vehicles, these rockets, and these spacecraft. You know, for instance, we build the actuators that actually steer the shuttle as it's launched.
I mean, so it must have been a really amazing, you know, culmination of events for you guys to get down there.
Yes.
But especially working for Moog.
Yeah, it was an incredible experience, and it's something that both of us have been very interested in, you know, pretty much all our lives.
Yeah. And Buffalo, New York, or Western New York, made up 10% of the group because another gentleman, Ron Franco, who's an American Airlines pilot, there's a picture of Ron, he actually was the one that commanded the mission at the beginning on the sim and took us up into orbit, and then we each got a turn landing it, so there's Bill landing the shuttle there.
How did you do, by the way, really quick?
We all did pretty well, actually. I had the benefit of watching the other 3 go first, so, you know, I learned a lot.
They gave us a little report card of how we did, not that we can read it.
Too many numbers.
Figure out how to...
All right, well, listen, William Bannis, back from the trip of a lifetime. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Hey, thank you.
All right, we're going to send things over to Melissa Holmes in the newsroom to see what the